Coach Neil Brown and his staff have been very active recruiting guys out of the transfer portal, especially at the defensive back position, and I'm going to talk about 3 of those guys that they're really looking at and 2 that I think the Mountaineers have a good shot to land in the transfer portal this offseason. And we're going to do that right after this word from my sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is brought to you by Dutch Miller Automotive, where friends and family pricing means you get the best deal right up front on any new or pre-loved vehicle in stock every time. With brands like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Hyundai, Ford, GMC, Buick, and Subaru, the Dutch Miller Automotive family is always growing and ready to put you in the car or truck you've been searching for. Check out our inventory across West Virginia at DutchMillerAuto.com or come in today to the home of friends and family pricing, only at a Dutch Miller Automotive store near you. What is up, college sports fans, Big 12 fans, and fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? Welcome into another edition of Couz's Corner. Belly yourself up to that bar and let me pour you out this shot of top-shelf college football content. On tap in today's episode, we are talking about the transfer portal, the defensive back position, and 3 players that Coach Neil Brown and his staff have offered so far. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about each one of those players. The first one I want to talk about is Aiden Garnes. Aiden Garnes is a 6', 170-pound cornerback out of Duquesne. That's right, West Virginia's lone FCS opponent in 2023, Duquesne. A lot of you are probably going to say, Couz, what is it with him looking at all these small school or small program players? Guys, I don't think we need to focus on that. There are a lot of these guys at the lower levels who can play at the Power 5 level. And I, like you, I used to also get frustrated that he offered all these small school guys. But Neil Brown has shown, at least this past year he did anyway, he showed that he can get good guys out of the portal. I'm trusting him to do that again. Another reason I trust that is the fact that they now have a general manager on staff who used to be a professional scout in the NFL, worked for the Dallas Cowboys for almost 2 decades. Drew Fabianich, I think is how you pronounce his name, or Fabianich. He's now a GM on the staff under Neil Brown. He's helping to evaluate these guys, and if he thinks these guys are able to play at the Power 5 level, then I trust his judgment. After all, he knows what an NFL caliber player looks like, so surely to goodness he can pick out a Power 5 player, right? All 3 of these players, though, are coming from a lower level, but this first one is Aiden Garnes out of Duquesne. Now, Aiden Garnes, based on what I've read on the 24/7 boards and also through other articles, he loved his visit to West Virginia and was primarily impressed by the strength and conditioning program, how much they value nutrition, and how they have all the facilities in one building. He liked the fact that he can talk to his nutritionist, he can talk to the strength and conditioning coach, he can go lift weights, he can do all of that. The locker room, it's all right there in one building. The only time he has to leave that building is to go to class or go home. Now, Garnes is being recruited to play corner. He may also play the nickel position some for West Virginia. He is versatile in that regard. He can play nickel or outside corner. And like I said, he's coming from Duquesne. He had 51 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 11 pass breakups during the 2023 season for the Dukes. He was a first-team All-NEC Conference selection, had a Pro Football Focus grade of 87.7 on the year, which ranked 3rd among all FCS corners. So he's very talented. Now, I watched some film on this young man, and obviously he's long. He's 6 foot tall. He is lean, though, only 170 pounds, which is the one thing he needs to improve on, but he knows that. He's already mentioned the strength and conditioning and the nutrition part. He knows about all that, and they will get him ready. He will, and also he'll be able to enroll for the spring semester, which means he'll be there early. He'll be there through the winter conditioning. He'll be there through spring ball, all the way into fall camp. He has plenty of time to put on some weight. What I really like about this young man, he really jumped off the screen at me when I was watching his highlights. He has great cover skills and a knack for tracking down the football. He's really good at reading the QB's eyes and then turning his hips to go make a play on the ball. I was really impressed with his ability to go find the football. Also, in the run game, he does well. Also, he's not afraid of contact. He will go up, lay a hit on somebody. He's not afraid to shed blocks, face a block, and he's not afraid to make tackles. He's good at that despite his 170-pound frame. Now, again, he's coming from the FCS level, but once he puts on weight, I think he'll be able to do that effectively at this level as well. 24/7 Sports' Brian Doan has Garnes actually crystal balled to attend West Virginia. Garnes had already visited Cincinnati the weekend before he came to Morgantown, and he had visits planned to go to Liberty and to go to Indiana, where Kurt Cignetti has recently been named head coach. However, according to 24/7 Sports, their sources are telling them that he actually canceled his visits to Liberty and Indiana right after he visited Morgantown. To me, that's a good sign, and because of that, they have him a crystal ball 100% to attend West Virginia University. The second player I want to talk about is another smaller school kid, and his name is Devin Cromwell. He's from the University of Guelph. Now, when I first saw this, I'm like, Guelph? Who in the heck is Guelph? Well, no wonder we haven't heard of it. He's out of Canada. It's a college in Canada. Ontario, Canada, to be exact. Right now, it appears he's deciding between West Virginia and Texas Tech, who, from all I can tell and everything I've read, are the only two Power 5 programs to offer Cromwell at this time. It's expected he will make his decision very soon. All indications are he really enjoyed his trip to Morgantown. I actually reached out to the young man, and he talked about how much he liked the people of Morgantown, how much he liked the staff. Everyone was extremely nice. He really liked his visit to WVU. So it would not surprise me if both of these young men commit to West Virginia within the next few days, or at least by the time we get to December 20th on National Signing Day or the beginning of the signing period. Now, when you look at Cromwell's measurables, he's 6'1", 197 pounds. So he's bigger than Aiden Garnes, who I mentioned earlier. So he's, by being 30 pounds heavier, that will enable him to play the safety position, which is what they're recruiting him to play. According to his Twitter account, he runs a 4.38 40 and has a 40-inch vertical leap. And again, he is being recruited to play safety, has the ability to play all three safety positions, including the spear position. Now, he can cover. I watched film on him as well. He can cover. He'll be someone who can match up with tight ends and someone who can match up with running backs coming out of the backfield because of his size. And because of that size, he can tackle. He's able to come up, make a tackle. He's a hitter, too. He's a big hitter. He's going to be somebody back there that's not afraid to come up and lay a big hit on somebody. Very physical player. I really liked that aspect of his game when watching him on tape. Now, the third and final player I'm going to talk about is one that was just offered today. His name is Devin Marshall. He has 2 years of eligibility remaining. He's coming from Villanova, another FCS program. He's 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. He hails from Boston, Massachusetts. Played high school football there in the Boston area. This season at Villanova, he had 47 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss, and was credited with 11 passes defended. Now, those stats may not blow you away originally, but when you see his offer sheet, I think you'll change your mind. After being in the portal for just a few hours, I knew he was talented because he had offers from not only WVU, but he also had offers from Cincinnati, Pitt, Indiana, and Boston College, and there may be more that I've missed. Those schools offered him within just a few hours of him hitting the portal. West Virginia offered him within 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes of him hitting the transfer portal, West Virginia had already offered this young man, Devin Marshall, out of Villanova. Also, was not able to find any tape on him during his Villanova days, his 2 years at Villanova, but I was able to go back and watch some of his midseason highlights during his senior year of high school. Some things that stuck out. Very athletic. The kid can fly. He also returned punts in high school, had several or at least multiple punt return touchdowns, and had several other really long punt returns. He can make people miss in space. Now, I don't know if he'll be asked to do that at West Virginia. I don't even know if he did it at Villanova. If there's someone watching this who knows the answer to that, please let me know in the comment section. But he is good in pass coverage, especially in the red zone. He had a couple really good red zone stops on his highlights. He can play press man coverage, which I like. We do need guys who are able to do that. The question is, can he do it at the Power 5 level? Apparently, Coach Brown, Drew Fabian, each and others think he can, or they would not be extending this young man an offer. So I do like this young man's athleticism. I like his ability to go up and get the ball out of the air. I like his ability to cover receivers. He's fast, he's athletic, and he's long. So I think he can play the position. West Virginia has been looking at length at the defensive back spots, and I think all three of these young men will provide that. Listen, we're losing a lot of guys back there. We're losing, Beanie Bishop and Malachi Ruff in the graduation at the corner spots. We've lost Christian Stokes to the portal. We've lost starter Hershey McLaurin to the portal. Today it was Keyshawn Cobb, who was injured almost the whole season, announced he's hitting the portal. All three of those guys played the safety position. We're losing a lot of depth. It's my understanding that Marcus Floyd is out of eligibility, so we likely will be losing him as well. So West Virginia has a lot of depth to make up in the secondary. We could end up getting all three of these young men. It's hard to tell, but I know I'm comfortable that based on what the experts are saying, Garner and Cromwell will both likely end up coming to WVU. Now, with that being said, guys, I want you to let me know in the comments section which one of these young men do you most want to see in Morgantown? Is there one that stands out more than the other? I want to hear your thoughts. Also, guys, you can support my channel here in multiple ways. If you like what I'm doing here and you want to help me, there's several ways you can do it. First off, ONIT Athlete Trading Cards. That's right. You can get trading cards of your favorite college football players. West Virginia is available. Not sure if it'll get here in time for Christmas at this point. It might. You can give it a shot. But I'll leave a link in the description box. It'll support your favorite college football players. They will get at least 60% of the profits. I will get a small commission from the sale if you use my link. Again, is in the description box. Also, guys, I have a merch store. I have designs not only with my channel logo, but also other designs to choose from. If you want to get maybe some Christmas shopping done there, I have a West Virginia versus the World design. I have the West Virginia Jack Daniels design. All that. I have other designs as well. If you have somebody in your life that you want to buy some merch for, whether it be a coffee mug, a shirt, a hoodie, whatever it may be, I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. Finally, folks, you can join my channel, become a channel member, a VIP member, a pub level or club level member. Right now, I'm doing a contest, a Bowl Mania Challenge contest. Only channel members are eligible. If you are a channel member and you are a pub level member, you get one entry into the contest. Club level members get 2 entries into the contest. There is a link for members only on the community tab of my channel to enter the contest. It's a private link. So if you want to be a part of that, join my channel, become a VIP member. There are also other perks you can take advantage of, including occasional member shout-outs, which I do on most of my videos. With that being said, guys, you can also support me absolutely 100% free and easy. Hit the thumbs up button below. That's a like. If you like this video and like what I'm doing here at Kuz's Corner, please hit that button. Please drop a comment below. Please share this with your family and friends. And please subscribe, guys. Help me get my subscription count up. I'm trying to hit 7,000 subscribers. That's the next goal. Please help me get there. If you know anybody that hasn't subscribed, let them know about me. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed and you like West Virginia Mountaineer football, you need to do that. With that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning into this episode. Until the next one, have a top shelf day. And don't forget to Q Country Roads.